Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a late night upload for you of some actual NUKETOWN gameplay. As you see, we have real NUKETOWN gameplay in the video today, about 6 minutes worth of it. Not clickbait, not recycled stuff from the trailers, not gameplay in air quotes with little screenshots, but real gameplay because Activision sent this to me. It was sort of a little early gift from Activision PR. It just popped up in my email. It's like, hey, content creator, would you like to make some content with early NUKETOWN? Well, here's a video you can put on your channel right now, which is what you're watching, and to the best of my knowledge, it looks like a group of developers playing NUKETOWN in a playtest, probably on PS4 Pro, and they're going pretty hard with the Vapor right now. There's some Maddox gameplay later. They use a variety of specialists, and at the very end, they end up going really, really hard with the pistols. I'm glad to see some actual gameplay and not just some nonsense, so you get a really good idea of what you're looking at tomorrow. And overall, the map looks beautiful. This is a very aesthetically pleasing looking version of NUKETOWN. Then again, I like the one in Black Ops 3 as well. I thought the future NUKETOWN was really cool. But what we have here is a NUKETOWN set in Soviet Russia, good old USSR, in the 1980s apparently. It's got a very old school 80s, 70s kind of feel to it. Ivan Drago from Rocky should be living here somewhere. And it's just a few things that are a little bit different. As you can tell, it's winter for the first time ever because the other NUKETOWN is set in a nice like fake suburbia in the American Southwest. This one's a cold, arid map, lots of little snow puffs and frozen windows and snowbanks and things going around, so enemies will be very distinct at least. And there's Russian trains in the middle, which I found almost adorable. I don't know, I just find a lot of Soviet technology and designs to be neat is a good word for it. So good to see that there. And if you look carefully inside all of the houses for what little bit of indoor combat we have, they're all little like command bunkers, kind of like how NUKETOWN was a fake town in the US and it was used for bombing and just testing. This one is like a fake village that sits on top of a launch site. And it looks like people are supposed to fake live here, but they really control the nuclear commands from inside these houses, which was a strategy the world over and still is a world over to put a civilian population near a big military base, or at least put a fake civilian top on a military base so that it's much less likely to get bombed, which I think is morally abhorrent, but I guess people that make these kind of strategies think it's not as bad as losing the war. Mannequins on this map are all dressed up in Soviet clothing, and if you look carefully, some of them are military clothing as well, which is a little different. Previous NUKETOWNs just had like model clothing, like stuff you'd buy at the store, like suburban stuff, and there's that. There's a lot of civilian clothing, but a few of these mannequins have military stuff on, which I found interesting. There are some things that were visible in the trailer released earlier today, not visible here. Number one is that the RCXD pathways underneath the map are back. So if you run the RCXD on this map, you can just spawn it in on one side, you can take one of the poop chutes or tunnels and take it underneath and pop out the enemy base, so you're much less likely to get shot. What's neat about that is this time the tunnel underneath the map lets you see the nuclear launch facility as you drive under it, so it looks really cool. It's not just a boring pathway. Also in the trailer, it showed a nuclear missile launching out of the middle of this map. I have no idea how that happens. It was just sort of a teaser. I don't know if it's a secret key you have to get, a button you have to press, or some kind of elaborate Easter egg you have to do, or maybe just a map ender, because at the end of every NUKETOWN map in every Black Ops game, it blows up and dies, right? But I don't think so. I imagine there's some kind of really neat Easter egg on this map, because Treyarch has been hiding Easter eggs in NUKETOWN for a very, very long time now. It's iconic with their game, and I just cannot believe that they would release this very, very unique version of NUKETOWN with no Easter eggs, so I'm expecting to see some there. Guys, that's going to be it for the commentary on this video. I am uploading this super late at night. I am just about exhausted from a stream and other stuff, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I got a little bit of raw gameplay for you here at the end. Drifter out.
Firebreak killed. Cluster grenade.
Establishing UAV data splice. Lives.
Enemy combatant.
Enemy UAV above.
Eject shack.
Lead.
Ready to grab. Enemy down.
Guard available.
Mine going down.
UAV standing by.
Drop it down.
Let's get him.